Morning.
Good morning.
Last week, when I was literally just sitting up here, Reverend Brian asked for Miss Linda to come up and for Miss Julia and for JP. And Linda and JP gave Julia some crosses. And the one Linda had was from St. Paul's Cathedral.
Like that cross?
Well, like that cross, yeah. But the one Linda had was from St. Paul's Cathedral in London, and the one JC had was from a church in Barcelona, Spain. And then in recent weeks, while we were gone, Mr. Ron brought one, I believe, from Russia, and Joanne's daughter brought a cross from Mexico. And the thing that's kind of neat about crosses is crosses themselves are not anything that's like magical or anything. They don't have like a power. But what they do is they inspire. And when people see a cross, it makes them think about Jesus and what Jesus would do in a situation and what they should do, and that they should try to be more like what they think Jesus would be like. And if you just put a cross on the side of a building or on top of a building, that doesn't really make it a church. You could call it a church, but that by itself doesn't make it a church. What makes it a real church is when people see the cross and think of all the good things they should do and how they should get along and how they should help people, and they join together like everybody here, and that's what becomes the church, not just the building. What you got, Jimmy?
At my old school, we would always have necklaces that look like crosses, and then whenever we bring them home, I'm like, is it cross day?
Well, the thing is it's the people that make the church. And the wall back there, there's 5 crosses on it right now, and there's 4 more up in the office, the ones I just mentioned. And when they go up there, that wall's going to start getting fuller and fuller. And what they've asked is if people go on trips somewhere or have a special reason or a special cross, to bring it to the church and put it up there. And each of those crosses is an inspiring thing, and when you see them up there together, it becomes very pretty. But the thing is the crosses that are up there represent Jesus, they represent the church, but when you see all of them up there like that, it represents this body of the church. All the different people that have traveled around and they've thought about the church and brought things back. And if you're on a trip somewhere and having a good time, sometimes the last thing you're thinking about is church. But then if you go somewhere and you see it across in the shops or in one of the churches you visit, then that reminds you of your duty towards Jesus and the church. And then when you look at that, right now I know there's one up there from Greece. There's one made out of the old pews from the church. There's one from the southwest part of the United States. And then when you put up the Mexico and the England and the Spain and the Mexico, you start getting a feeling that the cross isn't just important in this building or in this community. The church and Jesus is all around the world. And in the years to come, we'll probably see more and more crosses from more and more parts of the world, and it'll show that we are one big family. So can we have a quick prayer? Jesus, thank you for the opportunity for all of us from all around the world, no matter what our backgrounds are, no matter what our financial situation is, to look to you and all become one equal family, one family of love, one family of caring. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to help one another and for the opportunity to travel and meet with one another. We say these things in your Father's name. Amen.